Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. We take a look at the charts, overall market overview here, moving sideways a little bit. It has recovered a little bit from yesterday, nothing too exciting, but the ADA BTC chart is looking interesting. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, after it started here its cup shape, it might now really form this handle that I did talk about in a previous video, in various previous videos, that we have seen here. This cup and a possible handle might be forming now, would be a possibility, and then we could really break through this fib level here, the 0.214 fib level, and from there we could then move into the target area here of the wave 4. My target area was originally a little bit smaller. It was here between the 0.382 and the 0.5 fib level. I still think this would be the ideal target area, but I moved it down yesterday because from an Elliott Wave rules rules point of view, it is in this wave 4. It's already enough for the price to run into the 0.214 fib level. So just to make you aware that this for a wave 4 retracement would theoretically already have been enough, from which it could now move down in a wave 5. So we really need to see what the price is doing now. If it starts to accumulate here again, I think it's much more likely that we're going to push into this target area. Then you have here something like an ascending triangle and also this cup and handle, and that could take us really to this 48k level that I've got here on the chart of that wave 4 scenario. If we push much higher, it could be a different wave count. Showed you that before. We could then move into this wave B area, because all this would then be a wave A here and a wave B, and we come down in a wave C. That would be the alternative scenario. But in all my scenarios, we pretty much land down here in this area between 20 and 29k, with an ideal level of around 27k, which is the 1.618. On this hand, from this point of view, it's the 1.618 extension level of that wave 3 to the downside. The other way around, it's the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level of the wave 1 that Bitcoin did overall here earlier in the year in April. That is pretty much what the price is doing now for Bitcoin. We just need to wait a little bit. We've got the weekend coming, so could be a quiet weekend. And then don't forget, we showed you that in previous videos, and we take it with a pinch of salt and humor, of course, so don't take it necessarily too seriously, but it has worked 75% roughly of times in 2021. Here the moon indicator, which in red shows a period where you had a new moon phase, and on Monday I think we've got another full moon, hopefully. We've got another full moon, and in the full moon phase typically the price did, at least in 2021, did go up, and in a new moon phase the price typically went down. And most recently we've seen it again, that here in this new moon phase, which started on the 2nd of January, the price did go down, as you can see. So maybe in this full moon phase, when we might complete here this accumulation, the handle over the weekend, then maybe when we have the full moon on Monday, is it? I think then we could see here potentially that would work again very well in line. We could see here this work out again. So we'll see. It did work out. We counted it in the last live stream, and we came to, I think, 72 or 75%. That moon indicator actually did work. It's interesting, isn't it? So we are going to keep this in mind and observe it, of course. And bear in mind, there's another live stream on Sunday for every channel member. If you are interested in joining, check out the link in the video description. The ADA chart looking fairly interesting as well, after we had here this large descending wedge, which did break out to the upside. Pretty much as indicated, bullish pattern and so on, but much too early to say, right, this is a breakout to the upside now generally for ADA. We then came down here in another descending wedge, and also here I showed you that this could be a bull flag or something. Yeah, definitely, consolidation, something like a descending wedge, and we did then break out as well here. Yeah, so that was also something that I showed you, that we could really break out from here, because we have this is another descending wedge, and typically with these you see when it is breaking out to the upside, never guaranteed though, but oftentimes it really is, and we've observed that often enough on this channel. And you had it here, and my last update video yesterday, we saw it just breaking down and being a fake out, but it seems to have stabilized again overnight here, and it is currently breaking out again. It found support here at this orange line that the price found support so often. This is that orange trend line, which is not really any sort of fib line or anything, at least I'm not aware of it. It is just a technical support line, an important one, which has provided support for the ADA price here at around the $1 mark so many times in 2021. And it currently is providing support again. So that is quite nice to see, quite good, but we're getting very close here to another resistance line here, this red one, which is at 130. So 130 seems to be a level where we find a lot of resistance. We had resistance here before, so that is another one where we are fighting with now. And then you've got again here the 20-day moving average here, which has held the price down throughout this whole dip here. Overall, you know, could this also be a cup and handle here? Yeah, maybe. And I would say if we break the 130, you could expect a nice price jump, possibly all the way to the next high here of around 138. You've got the 50-day moving average here as well at around 136. So that could hold the price back next then. And told you that at the moment, really, it's unclear what the price is doing. It has made a new low. So chances are, of course, that if Bitcoin drops from here, Cardano will drop as well and will then struggle to hold the dollar level. I think it depends on Bitcoin, because Cardano is now really following Bitcoin in its ups and downs. We've seen that, which is a good thing, because throughout this entire period when we came down here, Bitcoin outperformed Cardano. So yeah, my hope would be that Bitcoin goes up more, and then Cardano could build that necessary buffer between the $1 price and the current price. And the $1 mark needs to hold. That would really help for a faster recovery of Cardano. If it drops below that, I told you that we could really move down to 65, 68 cents before we then have a chance for a recovery. Overall, after that, we would expect the price to go up much higher in the next wave up. And it has done its correction, you know. It has theoretically, also from Elliott Wave point of view, it doesn't need to do more. But of course, the problem is that it started much earlier with a correction, and the Bitcoin price and so on, they are correcting now. So it's a bit of a problem. And it's for Cardano, to be fair, I think it would be better to really move up higher here. The higher Bitcoin goes, the higher will Cardano go. And I think Cardano has a realistic chance now to outperform Bitcoin in any move up. And we've seen that here on the ADA BTC chart. We're seeing that now. Really wanted to show you that, because this is really looking interesting. It's starting to look really interesting. It is doing what we've said the whole time, but just took much longer again. So it has obviously come down here, the ADA BTC. ADA, come down. It slowed down the downtrend throughout this period. I would have thought originally that we could have a realistic chance to reverse here at this point, but it just went through, indicating no chance, because this was an ascending trend line, yeah, down up here, where the price or ADA BTC found support a lot of times, but it just went through here without really reacting to it. Then we slowed down the downtrend, however, after we broke that trend line. That was really good. And now we seem to really have found a low here on the 11th of December, because we are really moving up. You can see that, and it's quite clear actually. This is the 4-day chart, so it's been going up like quite a while now. Clear as well on the daily chart, but actually becomes very clear on the 4-day chart, where you can just draw a straight line, and everything that went below the line is just a wick. And very interesting. And there you can see that we actually form an ascending triangle here. And to be fair, this, from everything that I've seen here so far, is really the best possible reversal pattern that I've seen here at the moment. You can see that we're forming an ascending triangle with that resistance line here at 3050. Also, you can see that we're really moving above the 50-day moving average, the 20-day moving average. So that's done. And you can see that very clear resistance line. So it's getting very interesting. And we've got here on the 4-day chart even a bullish crossover on the MACD. So if that pushes up here, we could really see something like what I've circled here, these reversal points. It looks very similar to this one, especially in April 21. And also here, you know, this is looking good, you know. And we talked about here before, again, this forming here possibly a cup and handle. A lot of people will remember that. And to be honest, if it is one, it's a very ugly one. But we have a realistic chance to push higher here. That'd be really good for Cardano. It could really, when it breaks that level, could really outperform. So we have to wait, but this is a very important level to watch. and to be aware of. And throughout this whole period, I told you that we've seen here this bullish divergence on the RSI, where you had lower lows on the price and higher lows on the RSI. Not too sure how many people are aware of this, but this is, in my view, very, very interesting. No promise that's actually going to break up, but it is the clearest reversal pattern I've seen so far here on the ADA BTC chart throughout the last September, October, whatever period here. And if you compare it to this pattern here on the left-hand side, April and May, it looks very similar. Yeah, it looks very similar. So it just took much longer. So let's hope that Cardano might actually have a chance here to do something very good. Yeah. All right. Hopefully you liked the update about Bitcoin and Cardano. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you join as a channel member, you can check out a weekly live stream and you get access to Telegram and Discord, and you can find the links for that in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.